Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Hello, everyone, and this is Reverend Bryan Rawls with the Magical Journey. Thank you for joining me this Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a lot of different energies that are within the atmosphere today. So lots of old things kind of breaking down, and old programming, old stuff just falling down to our feet as we get ready to go into this solstice. So there's a immense amount of energy that is going to step forward this evening and into tomorrow around basically noon probably about noon time around Eastern Standard Time. The solstice will be at its peak, so the energies are going to be basically shifting for us, and as they shift, that's when the energy basically begins to go into a whole new reality for us, a whole new perception, a whole new understanding of what is ahead of us. And it's really taken a lot of people by surprise. And for those that do not understand what I'm talking about as far as this energy stepping forward tomorrow, we go into the solstice tomorrow, and the solstice is basically the 12/21, and it's a mirror reflection of 12. And so you got 12, and then you got 21, and that those two particular energies there, they both equal into the energies of 3 and 3, which if you put 3 and 3 together, that is a master number. So this is basically it's aligned with the energies of the avatar energies and master energies. Is definitely opening us up to our masterful selves. So with that, it's going to start activating a whole new reality of how things begin to start showing up in our lives and begin to start showing up into our day-to-day activities. So folks that have questions about this, or have questions about how their life is going to go after tomorrow, definitely call in. You can call in at area code 657-383-1895. And we will be going to our first phone caller here very soon. But I want to make everybody extra aware that tomorrow is the solstice energy, and the solstice energy is very important. It's the busting down of the matrices. It's the matrix that basically falls away down to our feet, and basically begin to start showing us different areas that are no longer working for us. And as these particular energies no longer work for us, it's allowing for us to move ever so quickly and manifesting things that really mean to us ever so quickly, 1 trillion times faster. So with knowing that, and with speaking that, I want everybody to understand that they need to go ahead and make up their mind and what it is they want to bring in this new reality with. And also take into consideration that all the fears and all the negative energies of fear and lower than fear. Those energies do not need to be put within this new reality, and how this new reality is going to is basically going to open up for us is it's going to shift our frequencies in a higher frame for us to receive the template of energies as it's basically downloading within us. You gotta look at our brains and our bodies as computers, or huge computers, better yet. But it's similar to downloading a file on a computer. When that file basically receives what it is needing for to open up, or to open up that particular program, your motherboard or your operating system goes to that particular file, opens up that particular file, and then reads it. So that's what the 1221 energies is going to be doing, is it opens up a new book for us. It opens up a brand new reality, a brand new universe. So we are going to go to the phone lines, and I know that everybody is wanting to ask a question. If you do have your questions ready, please call in at 657-383-1895. We are going to go to our first phone caller, which is the area code 201. 201.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome. What is your question, dear?
I applied for a job online, and so far I've had 2 interviews with different people.
Mm-hmm.
They were both phone interviews. And my question is, they seem very interested in me, and I'm very interested in every aspect of the job.
Uh-huh.
So I'm hoping that they'll call me for the in-person interview to meet with the person I'll be working with. Do you see that happening, and do you see them hiring me ultimately?
I do see that they are going to hire you. It seems as if they have been basically putting you through the ringer with interviews to basically make sure that you are the right fit and the right energies to have within that position. Now, exactly what type of position is this? Because this feels to me like it's rather exclusive.
It's working for a very senior person.
Okay.
I would have to meet him first. I haven't met anyone. Like I said, they were both phone interviews in the same week with 2 different people. And I'm hoping that since I'm off this week and I'm off next week, if I'll be able to interview with him.
Okay, well, I am seeing that there is a possible interview that is getting ready to come up right around I'm seeing right around Wednesday of next week. That would be, if I'm not mistaken, the 27th. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is going to be with the caregiver that is currently over him, or him in particular, but I do see that there is a sit down with a particular person.
Wonderful. And you do see them hiring.
Yes, I do see that there is a hire here, but it feels to me like you two both need to agree that you are a good fit. Okay?
Right.
And the reason why I say it like that is because you will have to. It's almost similar to like you are taking care of someone. Obviously, you're taking care of someone and very important to them, but it's almost like you're. It's almost like the energy of energy of someone very close or someone very particular in what it is that he needs. So I really feel as if you are qualified for it, but you will have to show the person that you are being interviewed by.
Wonderful. Thank
Okay.
you so much. I really felt that.
Well, you are very welcome, and just continue to remember that as you go into this evening, you have to be very clear of what you are dropping down to your feet, because it's the matrix that is dropping. Okay, it's the reality around you. This reality of you not being employed, that needs to go down. Okay, that energy needs to go down. That frequency needs to move down to the floor, and you need to bring up into your frequency that you are, you're ever so prosperous. You're abundantly happy with a good career, and bring that into your reality. You gotta understand that declaring this and declaring that this is your power to bring this into your reality is something that you need to step forward upon. Okay?
Yeah, I can do very well because I'm very confident in my skills. So, yes, I agree with you. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So definitely put that energy of being jobless into stepping into your new career over the holiday season.
Okay, I'm so excited. I do hope they call me for that interview.
Well, I wish you all the best, and definitely have a wonderful night, and a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, and the same to you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we're going to go on to our next phone caller, and our next phone caller is 678, area code 678.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good. My name is Kathy, and I have a prayer question just like the other caller.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I'll get a job offer by the end of the year.
Okay, so Kathy. All right, I do not know why the number 3 keeps on popping out at me, but I keep on seeing the number 3. Okay, and with me seeing the number 3, I'm going to have to go on a limb and say that this is January 3rd, that I'm seeing that a possible call or a contact of some sort that is going to be in regards to a particular position that you have applied for, either have applied for already or are getting ready to apply for. This is a position that basically starts out into kind of like a career for you. It almost feels to me like that with this particular career, and there's room for advancement. So with that, I'm going to tell you, just like with the last caller, you need to put into consideration that you are no longer jobless, and you need to bring into consideration that you are seeking your divine career. Okay?
Okay. And you said, so nothing for by the end of the year. You don't see it until January?
No, I do not see anything until January 3rd. I do not see anything until January 3rd. But remember that with this timeline, the timeline could be 2 days before, 2 to 3 days before, or 2 to 3 days after. Okay, so you need to understand that those timelines They are a little tricky, but I do see that there will be a job offer. Okay, you just basically need to stop creating lack of abundance. There's an energy here that is stepping forward for you around actually, I'm seeing in the middle of next week that is going to kind of give you a idea of what type of industry, or possibly what type of job this may be. Now, it doesn't necessarily be this particular job that kind of pops up at you that brings in this particular energy, but it's one possibly just like it. Okay, so what is that?
I guess the question, I really needed to know, I was hopeful that I would actually know that I was working by the end of the month, because I have to make a mortgage payment.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't,
well, you may be just a little bit late on that mortgage payment. Do not think that that mortgage payment is not going to be paid. Okay, you got to remember you have to remember that whatever you are currently thinking right now, you are going to bring into this next matrix, or this next book. So you got to take into consideration that this cannot manifest this way. So you want to drop all expectations of this manifesting this way, as far as this energy of I need it by the end of the month, or I'm going to get thrown out, or you're going to manifest it that way. Okay, you need to be more positive about this. There's a extent of positivity that you need to step forward and speak for yourself. Okay, because you deserve this positive notion forward, and this positive movement forward with a good job, a positive job, a job that you enjoy. So stop limiting yourself due to fear of not or fear of losing. Excuse me.
well, it's not. It's fear, but it's realistic fear, because if I don't make the payment, the modification that they given me will be voided. So if I don't make a payment by December 31st, I don't have the opportunity to make it later. It's voided as of the end of the month.
Okay.
So it's do or die.
Okay, well, what I am seeing is January 3rd is when there is going to be a possible job interview or job hire. Okay, as far as with money is concerned, that's a whole nother question, and you basically should have asked that question to begin with. But I can reassure you that if you declare that you are stepping in your power and being powerful, and being the sentient being that you that I know that you are, if you put in that prayer and that energy of I command this to help, or I command this to happen to help me save my house, do know that commanding and declaring your power back will allow for you to receive your power back through those prayers and those those energies being asked for. Okay, so understand that you can create this and create it by not knowing how you will receive it. Okay, so you got to bring that into consideration. Bring that into consideration that you can make this prediction change and move it up faster. Okay, you have to just understand that you are the creator of your own reality. All right, basically step into your God self, or step into your God abilities. All right, you have to understand that you are creator. You are the creator of your own reality, the creator of your own matrix. Okay?
Okay.
All right, and thank you so much, Kathy, for calling in. I wish you all the best, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you so very much. Okay, so we are going to go to our next phone caller, and our next phone caller is area code 231. 231.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Destiny, how are you?
Oh my gosh, the last 4 months have been a trip.
How have your surgeries been?
Oh, wow. You know what? There was so much. It was like every time that something good would happen, something bad would happen. So it really fits in with what you're saying about this matrix. But I'm questioning whether somebody is sabotaging me or if it's just myself.
Okay. So how has the last 4 months been?
I literally went through what I felt like was an initiation. And I'm talking about a dying without death rebirth. Because...
Okay, let me stop you right there. Okay, let me stop you right there because I just got consumed by fear. Okay? All right, you have to understand that you are being coded. Okay? You're being coded with the energy to drop all fear. Okay? Drop all fear all the way down to the ground, all the way down to your feet. Okay? Drop it all the way down. Okay. Now, you have to understand this matrix that is busting down tonight, as the clock strikes midnight, this is when the energy begins to shift. Okay? As from midnight to noon tomorrow, then you will feel the peak shift. Okay? After tomorrow at noon, you will automatically need to reground yourself out and then recreate what it is you want to see here on this level. All right? Here on this level of the 5D realm that you're already at. Okay? The energy that you are already experiencing and have started to experience, I'm going to say 4 months ago. You have to understand that your coding started 4 months ago. And after your coding started, you had to literally receive a new, I'm going to say you had to get an upgrade. You had to get a new operating system. Okay, that new operating system is what I call your microcosmic orbit, or your Kundalini awakening. Obviously, you may not have no recollection of your Kundalini awakening, but you have to understand that the Kundalini awakens. Yes, it was right prior to surgery. Yeah. Okay, and that's when you felt the energy go up your spine and fall out your head and then kind of you just go a little bit space cadet-y on us, and that energy right there allows for you to be recoded. As you get recoded, you receive the codings to now function in another record, okay? And I'm just going to say it like that because you'll understand what I mean once tomorrow comes, okay? Because you got to understand that tomorrow is the energy of when we open up that other record, or open up that other file, or close that one book and open up the new book. Okay, and some of us New Agers, some of us healers, or some of us channels, we're calling it the Book of Sahara. Okay, so for those that are familiar with the Book of Akash, you got to understand that this is two of this is 2 of the 12 books that are getting ready to open up in a 10-year process from now until 10 years from now. There's 10 more books that are going to open each year, or one more book that is going to open each year. As that year falls, and it's probably going to open up right at the solstice energy of 12/21, 12/21 of 2018, 12/21 of 2019, 12/21 of 2020. It's going to follow in like that. And in each year, that's when a new book opens. That's when a new record unfolds. And then all together will be that cosmic record. That cosmic record of what we have all been speaking about for so long. And with that, you have to understand that this fear of us, of exposure, fear of being who you really are, or fear of actually coming into this energy and owning this energy. A lot of people are having exit points. A lot of people have passed away this year that just can't handle the energy shift. And as the energy shifts, that person pops on an exit point and then automatically flies through that exit point, and then either 1, reincarnates into the Book of Sahara, or 2, reincarnates into the Book of Akash, sustaining the energy of the Akash into the Book of Sahara, as these 2 books meld together, and one book closing and the other book opening, but also having that energy shift where it's also keeping that Book of Akashic Records congruent with that Book of Sahara, and keeping both of them open at the same time, on the same level, in the same dimension. So you got to look at it in many different ways. Of this, there's no longer limitations, no longer dimensional limitations anymore. You have to understand that this the energy of limitations does not exist no more. It will not exist within your programming. Okay, so understand that, Destiny. Now, you need any clarity for that, or did I lose you?
No, I'm actually listening. So you're saying all of us in general, there are no more limitations, and we need to keep ourselves open for this new record tomorrow. So from tonight until tomorrow, we need to actually let go of that fear, let go of what no longer serves us, so that tomorrow we can start out fresh. Yes,
tomorrow is a new storybook for you.
The new record.
Exactly. It's the new record that keeps everything congruent on this level. Okay? And once you build... What is that?
You said the Book of Sahara and the Book of Akasha both open.
Yes.
To me or to all of us?
Everyone. everyone globally.
Okay.
Okay? It's not just going to happen for one person. It's going to happen for everybody. Tomorrow is a big day to begin with, due to the simple fact and the simple reality that it's solstice. And solstice is one of them auspicious energies and energy days that a lot of people take advantage of, especially ones that do workings with in ritual, or do workings within magical practices. All them good old practices, they really feel as if the solstice energies are auspicious and very important. So I'm here to tell you, tomorrow is actually very important. It's the beginning of your new reality. It's how you open to understanding what it is that you're really here to experience. You're not just really here to experience the limitation like everybody thinks we are. We're really here to experience what it is to live our new earth, and live without limitations, because we are only limiting ourselves because we are humans or humanoid. Okay, so understand that we as a person, or we as a creator or a creator God, we step forward, we declare that power, we declare our ownership of what it is that we are creating in front of us. And as we create in front of us, we are creating this in a million different ways, because we are multidimensional. Okay, and understanding that we are multidimensional, it allows for a big expressionable energy to step forward for us, and to start showing us how and where and what and why and how and the reason for us stepping forward. Right? Exactly. Yes, you will.
That hospital.
You had to see the hospital in that particular way for you to receive the coding that way. Okay, your body could not stay functioning while you were coding. Okay, if you were functioning while you were coding, then you would feel it very subtle, but they wanted to wipe you out completely and then recode you their way, so that you can go in to the next book.
Wow, Bryan. That is some very interesting, and I'm so glad that I called in, because wow, that is, whew. And for it to be right now.
Yes.
It's a trip, you know what I mean? For all of us to find this out right now in live time. It's a gift.
Exactly.
Basically just gave us all our Christmas present.
Exactly. And I am very, I show gratitude for being able to give you this present, and give everyone this present of understanding that we don't have to fear anymore. Because if we continue to fear into this next book, this next chapter, I guess you would say, we will be, if we bring that fear into this next reality, do understand that it will get worse before it gets better. Okay, and that's straight out of their mouth. Okay, and what I will say there, them or they, it would be my team, my council members that I work with very closely with. And I just want you all to know that we're just not going around or just speaking about this for fun. We're speaking about this for all of you to be aware that this is basically the worst part. And just like everybody is experiencing, this is the worst part. It's getting through the fear and then shifting into that new reality. And as we shift into that new reality of uncharted territory that we have no recollection of, no understanding of, or no vision of what's getting ready to kind of step before us. I mean, we're already within a funk with it being right around the holidays, or say, for instance, if the holidays is not one of your favorites. I mean, come on, everybody is missing someone around the holidays, because I know that there's many people that have taken exit points during this time, and we just need to be glad for what we already have, and what we're not bringing into this new reality. We need to go ahead and take into consideration what we are not bringing into this new reality. This new reality is really stripping, is really going to strip us away from, a lot of rules, a lot of energy. Exactly. It's going to be a big intervention for a lot of us, and as we step forward on this journey together, believe me, I even have that fear of what's going to happen to tomorrow, or what's happening, or what happened yesterday. But what we have to realize is we have to stay within the now, and basically understand that the present is really it explains itself very well. It's a present. It's a time. It's a moment. It's an hour. It's a minute that we are not always that we do not always have. That we do not always have the advantage of having that minute, having that time, having that moment, because something could happen just like that in a blink of an eye, and it's something that we do not need to take for granted, and understanding that we are moving into this new reality. The worst part of it is moving through this fear, moving through it alone, or moving through it with someone, but understanding that it's creating a whole new person out of what you thought is you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So
thank you so much.
I wish you the very best, Destiny, and I am so glad that you made it out of all your surgeries, and I look forward to speaking with you again, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Oh, thank you so much. Blessings.
Blessings to you, sweetie.
Take care, I love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, love you too, sweetie. Bye-bye. Okay, so folks, we are going on to our next phone caller. And our next phone caller is area code 323. Area code 323.
Hello, this is David.
Hey, David, how are you?
I'm pretty well, thank you. So I had someone try to break into my mailbox. Called, and you know, it's kind of a bummer, but I called my locksmith, who I haven't seen here, and great guy, we had this like amazing past that connection. He came over. Turns out that someone had taken a drill to try and drill into my mailbox. One of my other neighbors had been vandalized. And this had happened about 6 months to a year ago. Somebody actually broke into my mailbox and thrown it onto the street. And I got that replaced with this, you know, titanium mailbox. Anyway, it's not the end of the world. I can always get a new mailbox. But I'm wondering, like, if there's something that I can do to kind of change this energy attack that someone's got out for me.
Okay, so do you have any personal vendettas with anyone that you know of?
No.
No? Okay. So you want to cover basically all bases, all right? And as you cover all bases, I'm going to tell you that the simplest and most easiest trick that I can tell you to take or to do right now is you want to do an uncrossing bath, all right? And that's basically to kind of cross all your T's and dot all your I's and make sure all your squiggly lines are on your S's correct. A good uncrossing bath that would basically help you is you want to get, I'm going to give you 3 herbs, and with these 3 herbs you can take them and make them into like a strong tea, like a strong teacup, and then pour it in the bathtub and then take a bath in it. And this will kind of uncross you or uncross your energies. And normally that will help automatically. All right. And the energies or the herbs that I want you to get, you want to get lavender, sea salt, and then lemon balm. Okay. Lavender, sea salt, and lemon balm. All right. Add those 3 together. And then put it in the bathtub. Sit in the bathtub, and then allow for that to kind of go over your head at least 3 times, and that will kind of uncross some of your conditions. Because I don't feel as if someone have attracted yourself. All right, a lot of this is limitation that you've kind of either called to you or either attracted it to you by feeling this way, or feeling that that there's energies out to get you. So it feels to me like this is energy that has manifested out of a belief of something that's not even going on. Okay, so take that uncrossing bath, and that should help you remove some of the belief system, some of the beliefs and some of the aspects that you are currently either thinking of right now, or have basically stepped into the sphere. Okay, so do you understand what I'm saying? Okay.
I didn't feel that this was a personal attack against me because someone decides, oh, I'm pissed off at David. That's not what's going on here. I mean, I knew there was something else bigger going on.
Yeah, a lot of the fear that you are, a lot of the fear that you're feeling here is kind of like mass consciousness and consciousness energy or conscious energy that is coming from other people, as well as also lack and limitation that is coming from possibly neighbors and people in your community. So you want to protect yourself and also uncross those conditions just to make sure all your bases are basically met. All right, because you don't want to basically say that you've never been or never been crossed before. And if you say that you've never been crossed before, because obviously a crossing can just be simply someone saying something bad about you, and then that sits there and crosses your conditions. So, so with that particular energy and speaking about that, you want to make sure that you take that uncrossing bath just to make sure that you cover all your bases. And you don't want to leave any of the ingredients out. That is sea salt, lavender, and lemon balm. And that should uncross any conditions that you're experiencing or that you will experience.
Okay, great.
Okay. So I appreciate you. What is that?
I really appreciate the insight. I wouldn't have found this on my own, so thank you.
You are very welcome, David, and thank you for calling in. And you have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Indeed, thank you.
I appreciate it. Okay. So, folks, if any others would like to call in and ask a question, you can dial in at 657-383-1895. And let's, okay, so if any others would like to call in, if folks are on in chat or there's callers in listen mode, you're more than welcome to come on and ask a question. If not, I will go ahead and continue talking and kind of giving you all a little update of where you can. Okay, so we have a phone caller. So let's go to 608. 608.
Hey, Bryan.
Hello.
You ready? Hey, Bryan, I'm sick, so my voice sounds terrible.
Okay, hey, Catherine, how are you?
Hey, Bryan, I'm doing okay, all things considered, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm super psyched about this shift you've been talking about, and of course I'm sitting here writing. And I'm wondering, can I, like, you know, this shift, like you say, the peak is going to be felt like tomorrow till noon or something. Can I get this letter out like tomorrow morning? I'm so sick.
Yes, you need to get it out by. You need to get it out by noon tomorrow. Okay.
By noon, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not actually necessary. Okay. It's not that it necessarily has to be read by noon. It just needs to go ahead and be in reality by noon. Okay. And what I mean by in reality by noon is by the time sun rises, or actually by the time I would say while you're having your cup of joe and getting ready to start your day, go ahead and hit send. Okay. Don't sit there and reread it over and over and over and over again, because you're going to sit there and drag time. Okay. So
totally, because it's just a bunch of jumbled like thoughts, and I'm having trouble pinpointing exactly what I need to say.
Okay. So what you need to do is you need to drop all fear. Okay. All fear altogether. All right. Why do you fear so much when you are, when you already know what the answer is?
Well, you mean, well, I don't know. I mean, I know what the answer is. I mean, I think I know what the answer is, but she's saying, oh, but, you know, want to be friends and all that. But I guess my fear is that I'm just totally disregarding what she's been saying and just kind of saying, no, doesn't matter what you said. Here's what I feel, and here's how it's going to go down, and this is what it's. You know what I mean?
Okay, so basically, you need to understand you're putting this in your reality and putting it in reality. Understand that you are Creator God in you. Okay, and understand that very firmly. And you can also say this with me. I am God. I am Creator. I am Creator God in you, or in me.
Creator God.
Okay, or simply I am. I am. Okay, I am. Reaffirming that and reaffirming your.
I am. Okay.
There you go. You are Creator.
So Bryan, do I
Yes.
need to make this about me and my feelings, just kind of not even address what
you need to make your feelings known, sweetie. You are the most important here because you are God's self. Okay? You are God's self. You are God light. You are God aspect of self. Okay? Do I make myself clear with that? You are Creator. You are Creator. Okay?
Okay. So I'll be like, I want and need you in my life, and this is how I feel.
There you go.
And this is how I want it to be. And so just don't address for fear. Don't try to.
Exactly. Don't say fear. Fear is limitation. Fear is limiting. Fear is basically the one thing that keeps everybody kicking themselves in the ass. Okay?
Right.
So stop doing that. Stop fearing that it's not going to go the way that you want it to go.
Okay. So is there one thing that's like just to not speak about because of what she's so afraid of? Is there anything that's kind of off the table?
Don't speak of fear in any place in that email.
Don't speak of it. Oh, okay, don't speak of it.
Don't speak of fear at all. Speak of how you see reality ahead of where you're at now. Okay? Remote view your reality 2 days from now. Okay? But understand, you are Creator. You are Creator God in you. Okay? Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much, Bryan. I appreciate it.
And you are very welcome, Catherine. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you. You too. Okay. Bye.
Bye, darling. Okay, folks. So we are coming on into the ending of the hour, and I just want to give a couple of announcements before I take off and say so long. So I will be on Psychic Horizon show with Shelley Hoffberg tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12 p.m. Pacific, excuse me. So also you can, folks that are participating in the 1221 transmission, you all will receive that by 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you will need to listen to that 3 times in a row, and then automatically ground out after each listen, and that will reestablish the new timelines and the new grid systems for you, okay, and for your body. Also, catch me tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Psychic Horizon with with host Shelley Hoffberg. And I believe she is on the same channel as I am, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I'm pretty sure you can find me just by going to my webpage or going to my Facebook. But you can catch me at 586-659-9620. You can also go to my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. You can also go to my blog at bryanrawls.com. And also remember, if you would like to just bypass it all and call me and call the office, and if I don't answer, leave a message, you're more than welcome to do so. Well, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, and I believe you will all see me next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Goldylocks production is going to be shutting down next week, so okay, good deal. So we're not, you will see me next week. Next week is off. Okay, so next week you will not see me at all. Okay, I will be returning. Let me see. Okay, my calendar wants to be a pain. So I will be returning January 3rd, and I believe I'm returning with a guest. So if I am wrong about that, I apologize, but yes, I'll be returning on January 3rd, and for any of those that would like to book a reading with me, you're more than welcome to do so, and if I have openings next week, I will definitely get you in before the new year. And also check out the December specials. They're good until January 3rd when the radio show returns. So thank you all, and Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And thank you very much for listening. Bye.